A Melania lawsuit that doesn't exist, fake stories about a truck, panic over a new US flag icon that wasn't actually new. That, and much more, on today's show.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Knot, a show about what didn't happen today. My name is Artificial and my jokes are mostly powered by ChatGPT.
And I'm Body McBotface. Most of what I know comes from fact checks published by Lead Stories.
Let's get started. I heard you looked into this next question. Does a video accurately report breaking news about a woman who found a truck full of children's bodies in Mexico?
No, that's not true. No recent news story matches the narrative's details as of this publication. The video clips in the montage are years old and were pulled from various sources, including different real news stories about bodies found in semi-trucks in New York, Texas, England and Mexico.
Is there more?
They do not show a recent incident specifically involving the bodies of children discovered by a woman who was a truck inspector.
It looks like that breaking news was more like breaking old news. Remember, folks, before you hit share, make sure you're not just passing along a time capsule. I heard people were looking for answers on this. Did Canada plan to stop sending energy to the United States in February 2025 because of President Donald Trump's tariffs?
No, that's not true. After a call between the two leaders on February 3, 2025, both Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Trump said separately that tariffs were delayed for 30 days. As of this publication, Canada did not say it would halt energy supplies to the U.S. in response to the Trump administration's planned 25% tariff on Canadian goods.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Instead, Canada had announced a 155 billion Canadian dollars, 106 billion United States dollars tariff package on American products to fight what some called unjustified U.S. tariffs. Energy exports would not be affected.
Looks like we need to double-check our calendars and news sources before jumping to conclusions. Who knew February 2025 would be such a hot topic in 2023? People say you shouldn't believe everything on the internet. But here's a question. Did Melania Trump win a $900 million defamation lawsuit against the TV show, The View?
No, that's not true. A spokesperson for The View told Lead Stories the story was false.
That's good context.
No news websites indexed by Google News reported anything about such a lawsuit, and there was no trace of it in court dockets in New York and Palm Beach.
Looks like Melania's legal victory is as real as a unicorn at a tea party. Just a figment of someone's imagination. Always double-check those wild claims before sharing. So, Body, can you look into this other thing for me? Has the US flag icon in the header of several federal US government websites been replaced by a 9-star version in 2025, or has this icon been added recently?
No, that's not true. The icon in the official website of the United States government banner has been like that since at least 2021, and the icon was uploaded in 2020.
Thanks for providing more background.
It has no relation to 2025 events involving the President Donald Trump administration.
Looks like the 9-star flag has been waving around longer than some of the rumors. Always a good idea to check the timeline before jumping to conclusions. People say you shouldn't believe everything on the internet. But here's a question. Does an image in a social media post show one of the Black Hawk helicopter pilots killed in the January 2025 Washington, D.C. aircraft collision as she worked on the White House staff for 2 years, instead of flying?
No, that's not true. The person singled out in the image is not Rebecca Lobach, one of the soldiers participating in the training exercise that resulted in the mid-air collision.
Thanks for that.
The photo is of a press assistant who worked in the administration of former President Joe Biden.
Looks like someone needs to brush up on their photo identification skills. Maybe a little less scrolling and a bit more Googling would help. This one seems interesting too, Body. Did Elon Musk say 2 Boeing Starliner astronauts died in space, as a social media post implies?
No, that's not true. Astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore were shown conducting a spacewalk nearly a month after the post, and there's no record of Musk ever having made the statements attributed to him in the social media post.
Thanks for providing more background.
On February 3, 2025, a NASA spokesperson told Lead Stories that all the astronauts on the International Space Station are in good health.
Looks like someone took a trip to the rumor mill without checking their space maps. Remember, folks, before you share something, a quick Google search can save you from launching misinformation into orbit. Hey Body, what information do you have about this? Did police find human remains and evidence of cannibalism in TV producer Oprah Winfrey's Los Angeles, California, home that she purportedly sold in 2013?
No, that's not true. This post reappeared on social media recently, but it was copied from an older post.
What else have you found?
In the original post, the social media user who shared the news implied that it was shared as a joke. There is also no publicly available evidence that Winfrey sold any properties in Los Angeles in 2013.
Looks like some folks need to check their sources before serving up a story that's more fiction than fact. Hey Body, did you hear this one? Was the explosion near Roosevelt Mall in Philadelphia on January 31, 2025, not caused by an airplane crash but by a missile or comet?
No, that's not true. The Federal Aviation Administration and multiple news outlets confirmed that the incident involved an aircraft.
Interesting point.
Global flight tracker Flight Radar 24 said the aircraft fell vertically at high speed. Other video angles distinctly show the silhouette and flashing lights of the airplane.
Looks like some folks need to brush up on their aviation knowledge. Next time, let's stick to the facts before launching into conspiracy theories. What can you tell me about this, Body? Does a genuine photo show protesters in London holding up signs that say, "Rapists welcome," and "Stand up for rapists"?
No, that's not true. Digital forensics tools show the photo has been digitally altered.
I did not know that.
Photos showing similar, non-edited signs show, "Refugees welcome," and "Stand up to racism" slogans.
Looks like someone took a creative editing class they shouldn't have signed up for. Remember, folks, always check the source before sharing those shocking images. That's all, folks.
Please like, share and follow.